Sup y'all, my name is Aldrin Duldulao from BSIT42 from Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Bulacan campus. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to create items parameters, and vendors. So without a further ado, let's get into the video. Before we head to the demonstration, let's discuss first what is an item. An item is a physical or non-physical product that a business consumes but does not want to fully track an inventory. Items can be set up as catalog items, service items, or regular items. When setting up an item in Business Central, user must define the parameters for the items and enter master data information such as image files, PDF files, user manuals, vendor agreements on specific items, specifications, attributes, and other information needed to push out to customers. Costing methods for types of items must be also configured. Now let's create our first item. Here we can see the items in the Fast tab. You can click that para mas mabilis kayo ma-redirect doon sa item list or pwedeng i-search natin. So just type in items and then click the related link. So here we can see the full list of items. We can see here the number of item, the description of the item, the type of the item, the stock count on the inventory. So let's just head and create a new item. So we can see here a item template. Here we have items or service, but in this demo, I'll just select item. So we can see here the number, the description, the type, the base unit of measure, and the item category. So let's just populate it. So for example, border carnival, because that's the item that I want to sell to my customer. So in the type, we can see here the inventory, service, or non-inventory. So in non-inventory, pinipili siya if you don't want na matrack yung number of items sa inventory. So base unit of measurement, ito kung paano mo siya orderin sa vendor mo. So let's just choose pieces, and then in item category code, kung saang category siya magfo-fall. So let's just choose merchandise, since merchandise to. So we can also populate the shelf number kung saang shelf siya mapupunta. So let's just say shelf 321. So we can see here in the posting and the cost or posting, you can see here the unit cost. Unit cost is kung magkano mo siya bibilin sa vendor. So let's just say $15. So let's move on to the prices and sales. So we can see here the unit price. So yung unit price is kung magkano mo siya ibebenta sa customers mo. So for example, let's say ibebenta ko siya ng $20. So ayan. So automatic na nag-compute na yung profit niya, which is 25%. And dito sa baba, yung mga sumunod, pwede nyo naman siyang fill upon or just leave it as is. And then, so pwede din maglagay ng picture dito. So, ayan. So automatically na din siya nagsasave. So, if we search our item, so ayan. Here's our item. So that's it for item creation. Now, let's create an item for the item Border Carnival, which we created earlier. Now, just click on the item number, and you will be headed to the item card of the item. Now, just scroll until you reach the planning. So, dito, pwede nating iset yung parameter ng item. So, for example, in the reordering policy, so we can choose from fixed order quantity, maximum quantity, order, lot or lot. But for this demo, we'll just use the fixed reorder quantity. So here in reorder point, let's just say 10. So eto, kapag nag-fall na dito yung inventory or bumagsak na sa 10 na lang yung inventory nung Border Carnival, is mag-send siya ng notification sa atin na eto na lang yung stock nung Border Carnival. And then here on reorder quantity, let's just say 50. Whenever na bumagsak na siya sa reorder point na 10, so automatically magre-reorder na siya ng quantity of 50. And that's how we set the parameter for the items. Now that we're done with items and items parameter, let's create our first vendor. Just click the vendors that is located here, or you can search the vendor and click the related link. Now we can see here the list of the vendors that is already registered in our Business Central. So we can see here the vendor number, the vendor name, the location code, the contacts, the balance due. Now let's click the new to add a new vendor. So we can see here the templates for new vendor. So we can see here the business to business vendor, EU vendor, cash payment vendor. In this demo, we'll just use the business to business vendor and hit OK. Then we can see here in the general fast tab, we can see here the number, which is already populated, the name, the balance due, the purchaser code, and other. So in the name, let's just name our vendor as Hive Labels. Now in the purchaser code, let's just select Helen Ray. Now on the address and contacts, let's just say 123 Centro. In the city, let's say Santa Maria. And then in the country, let's say Philippines. Post. We can also enter phone number or mobile number, then email, Hive, let's just say Hive at gmail.com. Then for the invoicing, just leave it as is. On the payment, we can select here from manual, apply to all this. So in payments term condition, we can select kung kailan tayo magbabayad. You can select from different choices here. But let's just choose the 1 month, 8 days. And then in the payment method, we can also choose here. We can choose card, cash, check. But in this demo, we'll just leave it as is. And then we can also input the receiving location code, and then we can also add a picture of our vendor. Now we're done with the creation of our first vendor. So if we go back and search for Hive, you can see here the vendor we created is already registered in our Business Central. Always remember na accurate dapat yung mga nilalagay nating information sa item card and sa vendor card, kasi it is crucial part ng purchase order, kasi kung ano yung nilagay yung information sa items card and sa vendor card, sila din yung magpapopulate ng mga information doon sa purchase order. So make sure na accurate yung mga nilalagay nating information. But at the end of the day, pwede nyo naman siyang i-edit if meron kayong mga nalagay na maling information. So that's it for creation of items parameter, and vendor. Thank you for watching. Bye!